Hi, I'm Beth from Restyled Pieces Boutique. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to replace the felt that's inside this silverware tray of this buffet. So if you want to learn a technique for doing that, then stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to start this process. A lot of times when you get a buffet, and sometimes even in dressers, the drawers will have felt lining. And a lot of times you'll have to tear that out. This is a tray that actually is going in the top drawer of the buffet. It sits in the top of the drawer and you can take it in and out. But it had this old purple felt lining. Now, a lot of times they're stuck in there and glued in there and you have to scrape them out or use a heat gun and try to get those out, and it's super messy, which I was pretty impressed with this. They actually have these little pieces that fit in there fairly well. I don't want to put them all the way in because they're pretty tight. I've only got the first coat on this. So anyway, they have these pieces that fit in there and you can get them, put them in each of these sections, and as you can see, they're in rough shape, so I didn't want to keep those. So I pulled the felt off one of them, and I'm going to use that as my guide to make new ones. So what I've done is I went to Hobby Lobby and I got these, they're called chipboards. So they're quite a bit thicker than poster board. I wanted them a little more sturdy, so I use these as a guide, and I'm just going to line them up on the edges, this side and this side. Let me move this for a minute. This side and this side are lined up with the edges, and then I'm just going to take a pencil and trace around that board, and so I have a guide there. So I'm going to use that to cut. And I used scissors last time. I've done this with one of them and it didn't work the greatest, so I'm going to use an old board, and I'm going to use my straight edge. Okay, I have a metal straight edge, and I'm going to use that as a guide and cut that, hopefully with my X-Acto knife. If not, I have a box cutter and I'll use that. So we'll see how this works. She wanted a little bit smaller than what I measured, because I don't want mine quite as tight. Cut that. Does that work? Nope, not all the way through. Let me try the box cutter. Oh yeah, that works better. Okay. And then I put it on the board so I wouldn't cut my little work cutting board. And then I'm going to go on this side. Okay. And so now I have a piece that I can use to put my felt over. I'm actually using this Elmer's Craft Bond spray adhesive. So you just spray it and you can wait 3 to 5 minutes and it's still tacky, or you can do it pretty quickly and it'll be more adhesive. It'll have more adhesive and it'll stay on there. So I'm going to spray that board eventually. So I just wanted to show you what I was using, but I'm not going to do that yet. I also bought a felt, and for some reason when I bought the felt, I decided I needed 2 tons of it. I don't know why, but that's okay. I'll use it on other projects. Let me move this for a minute. Safety first, put my lid on. And I'm just going to cut a piece of felt just a little bit bigger, okay, so that I can fold that over. So I'm going to cut that a little bigger. I'm just going to use scissors for this. Doesn't have to be exact because it's on the underside. So it's not going to be pretty. I don't need it to be pretty. All right, and I'm using my glue gun. Well, wait a minute, I missed a step. I'm actually going to spray this and apply my felt to the chipboard and smooth that all out. So I'm going to take it outside to spray it. So I'll come back in a minute and then I will have the glue on this. Okay, I have a slight coating. I probably overdid it because I always overdo everything. A little is good, a lot is great. So I put the glue on that, the spray adhesive, this Elmer's Craft Bond. Okay, so you can see it, if you can see it's kind of shiny. So I'm gonna lay that, turn that upside down on the sticky part. Put it in on my fabric. Turn it over. I got little boo-boos on there. And kind of rub it all and smooth it down and make sure it's adhering. And then I'm going to use my glue gun and I'm going to show you some cute little things that I found to not burn your fingers. So let me get those. These are little rubber finger protection. They are from Mr. Pen, P-E-N, finger protectors, and I love them. I ordered these when I was doing a high melt glue gun, when I was doing some upholstery on a chair, and I just put them on my pointy finger and my thumb, so on one hand, so I can push down the glue when I want it to adhere. So I'm taking my glue gun, as you can see, and I'm gonna glue, put one here on one side. Use my covered up fingers to push that down. Okay, so I don't burn them. Then I'm gonna do the other end. Use my covered up fingers to push that down right away so it adheres. And I'm going to go all the way around. So all you will see is this beautiful, and it doesn't look perfectly straight, right? Because we have some pieces. That's okay. It's going to be on the bottom. So let me get my box up here. Take off my little things on my fingers that I can't get off. Oh well, that's okay. And let me slide that in. There's the piece. Slide it in. Perfect. It looks beautiful. I need to get some of the little strings of the low melt glue gun off. And it fits in there. It can be taken out if they wish to replace. Love it. Just a little tip I thought you might be interested in. And I'll see you next time. And there you have it. Easy peasy, easy to do. And it makes such a difference in your piece. I love the way this buffet turned out. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you have not subscribed, I would invite you to subscribe and click on that bell, and then you'll get notifications for any new videos that are coming up. So I'm glad you're here, and thanks again for watching.